Hey guys, welcome back to the The-Duel-Mafia. I'm here with my guy, Forrest, and he's doing a Odd Eyes Magician deck profile for you before the new the new structure deck comes out.
Yeah.
So yeah, without further ado, let's check it out. You're starting off with the monsters.
Okay, so the first one we're going to start off with Wisdom. Wisdom is a one-of-them deck. He's basically the bread and butter that I like using because of his scale effect to go search for another pendulum monster or another pendulum magician and put it in scale.
Okay.
He works a lot with a lot of the cards inside the deck. I do run Performpals also. Noble is because I run Odd Eyes monsters and I can synchro summon with her. I can make most of the extra deck or none of the extra deck into synchro material, or just synchro summon with most of my monsters.
Okay.
Yang Xing magician because he's really funny to use. At certain times, he can stop Blue Eyes or certain other decks like ABCs from using their effects.
How?
His monster effect is once during either player's turn, negate a light monster's effect for the entire turn.
Okay.
Or effects. So I would just use that on ABC Dragon or alternative buys. Now we're going to go through more of the deck. Dragon Pulse is at 2. More of the reason is sometimes she's cloggy and I already have so many low scales inside the deck. I also do like her effect of ditching one just to pop a monster. Dragon Pit is at 3 because he's just basically the daddy of all the...
I like it.
It's basically the daddy of all the magician, plus he pops spells and traps.
Okay.
It's pretty useful. That would be for the magicians right now.
Okay. And then you're moving on to the Odd Eyes?
Yeah, the Odd Eyes monsters. I'm putting the Odd Eyes and Performpals together because...
There's a lot of mixture between them.
There's a lot of mixture between them because most of the card names have Odd Eyes and Performpals. So I run 3 Odd Eyes Dragon because of his effect of he does double damage when he battles a monster, and also just because he can search for a lot of stuff inside my deck. Like Sorcerer and...
Good in-base searcher,
Yeah, he's a good base searcher. Sometimes he's not really too good to draw. So I might change that when the new deck comes out.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of things that'll change once you get a whole new set of cards.
I run 2 Unicorn.
Okay.
Most people run this at 1. Why I run it at 2, the same thing with Phoenix, is because of its effect to make Odd Eyes monsters and give Odd Eyes monster a Performpal monster's attack. So like if I have Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon and if I have Phoenix on the field, I'll normally choose one of the Performpal monsters to give them attack, or I'll just give Odd Eyes straight up Phoenix's attack.
Okay.
Phoenix, he can tribute himself, give a Performpal monster 1,000. Unicorn's effect is, I usually like doing this in time, is normal sentiment, and if I have Phoenix or any of my Performpal monsters engraved, and if I'm turn 3, I'll gain that life, putting me ahead of my opponent.
Oh, good overtime stuff.
I run 3 Sorcerers. Sorcerer's good because I can just search out almost all of my stuff with his effect. Also, because I run so many Performpal monsters, I can use his scale effect as an OTK. I run 2 Silverclaw just for more search, and also it's a good level 4. Plus it helps out a majority of my Performpal side with his scale and his monster effect. As normal, 1 Skulkerbat. His search effect, I normally never put him in scale. Like normal, 1 Liz Draw and 1 Gee Turtle. More for their draw effect. Sometimes I will normal summon Liz Draw when I already have a bunch of monsters. So he has to be the attack target or I will draw cards. That would be for the Performpal side.
Alright.
Now we're gonna go into some spicy tech. For some deck thinning.
Alright. So you're going to that Draco Slayer engine.
Yeah, the Draco Slayer. So people might question this, but I run 2 and 2 is for Draco Face Off. And mostly I'll draw like a master and a vector, or a lector and a luster. I don't really want to draw that, but
Yeah. You make
I
it dead.
It's for the Draco face-off play for deck thinning, and it's also if I have a luster on board, I'll just go into Ignister and just search out the master.
Okay.
I wish there was more ways how for Draco lures to get searched.
Also, that one is a good one against metal foes right now because it negates their scales, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
I've done this a couple of times during the metal foe matchup. Is scale lector and vector, and normally they can't get around it unless they twin twist, right? Or galaxy cyclone, or a lot of other stuff that hurts pendulums. I play one Kieran.
For the hate.
For the hate. Kieran's gonna get banned. Rip Kieran.
But for now, it's a good card for it.
It's a good card for any player.
And it's what is he? Level 7, 6?
He's a level 6.
Okay,
he's also a spellcaster, so I could actually, if he's still around, and I don't believe he will be. If he's still around, you can go for Utopia the Beyond plays with a lot of the new cards that are coming out for magicians, like their rank with their new level 6 that searches out. Time Gazer, I believe. I could be wrong about that.
And then we got the last two.
Last two. Maxi. Maxi is because most of the decks in the meta right now
special like crazy.
Just special like crazy, and I'm probably going to keep it in there even for the next one because special like crazy. One of the changes I might make is I might put more hand traps because of Zodiacs and also Zodiacs, True Kings, and maybe for Paleozoics.
Yeah, still sticking around. Alright, then we're moving on to the spell card lineup.
Spell card lineup, I'm doing 2 Skydiras, 1 Secret Village because most of my deck is spellcasters or will become spellcasters, 2 Terraforming for deck thinning. That would be that lineup. Also, be careful when you have Secret Village, because if you're a smart and competent player that I am not sometimes, you will learn that it can hurt you a lot, especially with a lot of the new support coming out for magicians. I do like their continuous spell card that's coming out, that if a magician is destroyed, you can go search out another one. That would be for that. Now this is for my search cards.
Draco,
Face Off, and Pendulum Call. These help a lot. Sometimes Pendulum Call hurts because I can't destroy my own scales. Draco Face Off helps because it just gives the randomness, and your opponent has to. I can now, instead of Pendulum Summon, I can special summon and then normal summon to make Ignister, and then they have to get around that. So it gets rid of strikes and it helps.
Pretty good.
It's good. 2 Odd Eyes Fusion. Mostly I never draw this, and I actually kind of like top decking it because normally my field will be already blown up and a lot of stuff will be in extra deck unless I'm fighting heroes. So I will actually use its secondary effect more than its first effect. I normally try not using the first effect too much, and the secondary effect I feel is a little bit better because it gets them out for free. It doesn't waste 2 cards that you already have on the field, and you can go in for more plays that your opponent has to think around. Also, Vortex is just the shit. It's like a Compulse and
like a Cyber Dragon negate.
Cyber Dragon on wheels.
Alright.
1 Ignite Reload.
This is our last guy, just a little bit of draw power.
Sad face if you draw into Liz Draw or D Turtle.
Oh yeah. Because you can't draw for the rest of the turn.
You will regret life, yeah.
Yeah.
That's for that. For the traps, 1 Bottomless, 1 Treacherous, and 1 Vanity.
And you run the trap holes because you got the Rafflesia going on.
Yeah, Rafflesia. Rafflesia is really good. She helps you kind of defend yourself for a turn because For me in this deck, for right now, since I don't have a lot of it, and how I get around Metaphors and ABCs in a lot of the decks is bringing out Rafflesia, because these two cards do work by themselves if you can get them out of deck.
Yeah.
Vanities is because I'll just set up...
Because vanities.
Vanities. I'll set up a broke board and then just kind of... My opponent has to get rid of it, use a card. It protects scales sometimes, just for protection and stopping my opponent. And also Vanities win these games. Okay. So we have the dankest of cards. Vortex, Odd-Eyes Vortex Dragon. He's like in Compulse when he's summoned to attack position monsters, and also he helps shuffle your Pendulum monsters back into the deck to negate things.
Okay.
It lets you set up for more plays. I run 2.
Okay.
Just because it's easy to bring them out in the deck. Dynaster, just so I have more protection, because Pendulum decks normally don't have too much. We're gonna move on to the Synchros. Odd-Eyes, he's a really good card for
Meteor Dragon. Okay.
Meteor Dragon. Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. Sorry about him being in damage a little bit. He's more of a card for Odd-Eyes Fusion, but I also bring him out sometimes just to go into more rank 7 plays. If I have a level 7 in scale, I'll bring them out. Okay. And if I know I have other scales in my hand to use. Ignister, because Ignister...
Yeah, Draco Engine is good.
Yeah, Draco Engine's good. He also helps out with more of my rank 4 plays. Okay. Black Rose.
On that field.
I hate this stuff on the field. Blow it up if I can make it. Him.
Clearwing, okay.
Clearwing. Hate level 5s.
Or higher.
Or higher. He's also he's easier to make than Crystal Wing.
Yeah. I run him for that too.
Odd-Eyes Absolute. To special summon him from grave, special summon an Odd-Eyes from grave, or just because he can negate attacks. Like, if someone has towers on the field ever again, you can negate towers. And also when he's sent to grave, it's not like when he's destroyed, it's just when he's sent special summon an Odd-Eyes, except for himself, from the extra deck. So you can also go into Meteor Burst, or you can go into Odd-Eyes Rebellion. Okay. I rarely ever bring him out. He's probably going to get switched out for Odd-Eyes Enraged Dragon, because it's just strictly better with his effects and his attack. Big Eye, because I like stealing creatures. He's also good. I have a lot of level 7s. Draco Engine, and also so I can go search for a lot of my other... I'll search out more Performpals with this, like Skulkerbat into... Like, I'll search for Skulkerbat, or I'll search for Sorcerer. Castel, because
it's good.
Both of his effects. Abyss Driller, because I hate Graveyard. Okay. Trap Tricks, because I play traps.
All the trap holes, yeah.
All the trap holes, almost all. That would be for the Magicians. If you guys have any ideas on how to make this better before the deck list comes out, please tell me, or tell the YouTuber. Also, please subscribe and like.
Sounds good. Thank you, Forrest.